Most crazy monster flash floods in history. Floods that come on quickly and with a lot of force are known as flash floods. These kinds of floods have been wreaking havoc across the globe for eons. In this video, we look at some of the craziest monster flash floods in history. Who knew that Mother Nature could unleash so much fury in such a short time? Talk about a powerful woman. The unexpected onset of a flash flood can be a terrifying and overwhelming experience. In one instant, everything is peaceful, and then, without warning, you are being carried away by the powerful force of the water. Flash floods do not care if you are prepared to cope with them or not, because they come on suddenly and do not wait for anyone. So, let's begin. The Yellow River in China overflowed its banks in 1931, which resulted in enormous floods that impacted millions upon millions of people. The number of fatalities, which was estimated to range anywhere from 800,000 to 4 million, makes this natural calamity one of the deadliest in recorded human history. In the year 2000, Mozambique was struck by flash floods, which resulted in the deaths of more than 700 people and the displacement of hundreds of thousands more. Residents had a tough time evacuating their homes because the floods were brought on by a confluence of factors, including severe rainfall and inadequate infrastructure. The Pakistani region of Balochistan was struck by flash floods in 2010, which resulted in the deaths of more than 1,500 people and affected millions more. It was a combination of severe rainfall and inadequate infrastructure that led to the disaster, and it is now remembered as one of the most devastating flash floods in modern history. In the year 2013, the state of Uttarakhand in India was struck by yet another disastrous flash flood. The heavy rains brought on by the monsoon season caused many rivers to flood, which in turn had led to severe destruction and the loss of lives. Over 5,000 individuals were reportedly killed, while additional thousands went missing after the disaster. In the year 2014, the city of Obrenovac in Serbia was struck by a flash flood, which resulted in over 20 fatalities and extensive property damage. Heavy rains and the collapse of a dam further upstream were the root causes of the disaster, which forced the evacuation of more than 20,000 people. In 2016, the state of Louisiana in the United States was struck by flash floods, which caused severe damage and claimed the lives of many people. Heavy rains were the direct cause of this disaster, which saw a total of over 13,000 people needing to be rescued from rising waters. In 2018, the island of Sulawesi in Indonesia was struck by flash floods, which resulted in the deaths of over 4,300 people and affected millions more. Heavy rains and the collapse of a dam were the root causes of the disaster, which resulted in widespread destruction and the loss of lives. In the year of 2019, the state of Karnataka in India was struck by flash floods, which caused severe damage and numerous fatalities. Heavy rains were the root cause of the disaster, which resulted in more than 50 fatalities and the disappearance of hundreds of more individuals. In the year 2020, the central area of Iran was struck by flash floods, which resulted in the deaths of over 70 people and affected thousands more. Heavy rains and the collapse of a dam upstream were the primary contributors to the disaster, which resulted in severe property damage and fatalities. In the year 2021, the southeastern region of the United States was struck by flash floods, which caused massive damage and numerous fatalities. Heavy rains were the direct cause of this disaster, which resulted in the loss of over 40 lives and the disappearance of hundreds more individuals. In the year 2022, the state of Arizona in the United States was struck by flash floods, which caused severe damage and claimed the lives of many people. Heavy rains were the direct cause of the disaster, which resulted in the loss of over 30 lives and the disappearance of hundreds more individuals. In the same year, the Central African Republic was struck by flash floods, which resulted in the deaths of more than 100 people and left thousands of others homeless. Heavy rains and inadequate infrastructure were the root causes of the tragedy, which in turn caused massive property damage and numerous fatalities. These flash floods are a reminder of the devastation that can be caused by natural calamities like these. Although we are powerless to stop these catastrophes from occurring, we may take measures to lessen the impact they have when they do. We can help preserve lives and lessen the damage caused by flash floods in the future if we make investments in the improvement of our infrastructure and in the preparation of our response to natural disasters. After all, an ounce of prevention is worth a gallon of disaster relief. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments below. With that, thanks for watching and tune in next time.